I forgot my iced coffee. Shit. Hey folks, welcome back to the garage. It's your boy, Lil Motor Mount. Your rap name is Lil plus the last car part you bought. It's still pretty cold out. I don't know what spring is waiting for here, but it's getting colder before hopefully it'll get warmer. About an hour north, they got 18 inches of snow yesterday. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. There's a couple things that I can do, but I'm really kind of getting tired of having the door stick around. So I might do a little sanding. I haven't been able to also go down and buy good paint. So I'm probably just gonna rattle can the inside of the door again. But I wanna tape it up a little bit and hang it on this thing. See if that'll work. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, so let's get to work on something. By the way, quick tease. I bought motor mounts. Oh, sweet. That's a new sticker. So you could probably, I mean, I've told you folks what engine I want to put in this car, but you could probably guess based on this what I'm targeting to do still. These are nice. Look at that gold zinc finish. It is so dark on this side of my garage. Now, this is not going to make a whole lot of sense to you because you're like looking straight upwards. But this is the starter solenoid. Typically, this mounts like that in the engine bay, with this nub at the top is a 12-volt trigger, and then this all connects on this side, along with the battery connection. So if I turn this around and I just go like this, then it's got to connect to here. So I would have to go like this, which puts the 12-volt trigger on this side, and then this all connects like that. I don't remember which one of these exactly is the 12-volt trigger. It might be this one. We'll have to look it up. If I put it right here, this seems like a possible good spot for it. But I also want to put this on nut-serts, so it might come out a little bit. I can't see, can you see? No, that's not good. That's not good at all. There we go. Just want to share the that I'm going through with hardware here. Okay. So I have these. These are metric sizes and they look great. Stainless steel, cap head, whatever they're called. I have these, but I don't have the right washers for them. They get the beveled edge. These are great too. All stainless hardware. Wonderful, right? But that's metric. And my nut-serts that I have are standard. These were great too, but I'm kind of done with those. All right, these are supposed to be stainless. All right, so now I think these are number 8. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. Okay, but that doesn't really fit this guy. What's doing here? So that's nice. So I got the number 8s. Do I have washers for these? This doesn't look big enough. That does look big enough. So just to give you a bit of a behind the scenes, this is how I wrangle my hardware. I'll leave links in the description to all of these if you want. They're good to have on your own. All right, I think that'll hold that in place. Now I just got to put the end on the thingy. And by the way, I do have larger sizes of these. So I have number 8, number 10, and then so these are number 10, which should ideally fit these. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe we'll use number 10s for this. That's a little bit better. Let's test it real quick. Number 8's a little bit too small. This thing's a little heavy. With a washer, that'll work. All right, is that a good plan? Look good? I think we're good. All right, let's drill and tap. Okay. Shit. The smallest that I have for this is in here, and it's 1/4-20. That kind of stops us, right? Again, just want to share the that I go through for this. All right, it's clear I need to buy a 1/4-20 kit. Another 1/4-20 kit. Okay, well, we've been stopped on that. There is something else we can do though. So at least we have an idea of how long we're gonna need the power for this, right? So if I go, I'm gonna hook this on to the bus bar, and coming up to here is exactly 28 inches. All right, so we need at least 28 inches of power line to get from the bus bar to here. And then we're gonna have to hook up another clamp on this side. Why don't we cut that out? 28 inches, right? 28 inches. All right, first let's clean up. Always be cleaning up. Okay, what was I gonna do? Why am I here? What am I doing? Where am I? Right, 28 inches. Okay, and that'll do it. One small problem is that this is copper cladded aluminum. Hopefully we won't get any galvanic corrosion from that, but we will see. 28, you know, we'll go a little bit longer, 29. You can always cut, you can never add. Hopefully the rest of this is going to be alternator wire going back to the battery, which means we have to do another bus bar in the back coming right out of the box. Last time I said I was going to buy some new bolt cutters, and I thought I did. You know, this is actually probably better cable than what I currently have going to the battery. Maybe we'll replace it later. Got some fraying, which I'm not happy about. Okay, let's see what we got here. I need like a little vise. Little vise. That's crimped. It's not coming out. All right, that's pretty solid. Now let's do a little heat shrink, and we'll consider this good. So the outer jack on this kind of melts a little bit, so I'm assuming that that's going to be sealing up. Yeah, that gets really hot. All right, cool. So now we have this 30 inches in total from terminal to terminal. Let's go through here. Of course, we'll tighten these before we put any juice through this thing. Can't believe I'm still calling it juice. Does anybody call it juice? Is it just a me thing? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, that gives us, you can see that we have both of these lining up. This will be pinched up here, and this should give us connection to this right here. And that's how this is going to look. We have to put a grommet around this. Although this is flat, I just still don't want this to And then over here, we'll do another clamp on the other side of this. Over here, you can see we can fit two. I've been experimenting with this door, try to figure out what I was going to do for the other door as well. You'll see that, see all these little black spots? That's from when I sprayed this without masking this off. Because I knew that I was going to have to repaint this, because the paint that I used in the jam here, even though it was Oxford white, it didn't adhere. Like you can see right here, it completely flaked right off with the paint. So I'm going to sand this, the door jambs, and then I'm going to sand all this, and then I'm going to just paint this with the spray again. But I'm happy with how the trim black came out over here, just not these corners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off from here, well, from here up. I'm going to tape off my stickers, and then I sanded this last week and it came out a little bit better. Notice you can't really see when it's sprayed in with black, you can't really see how crappy this stuff was. So that's fine. I'm not going to use this on the other door. Like I said, I'm just going to use the can. Again, I have a couple cans to use because I haven't been able to get down to the paint supply place and buy paint for the gun. Definitely going to do the outside with the gun though. Let's get that going. I'll set you up somewhere. There's really bad lighting over here, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, I generally think that this is good enough to paint at this point. You can see it, like all this paint came off. All the gray is basically the primer underneath, but it's all smoothed up. Even the little speckles should all come off. Yep, so I don't know, if it wasn't so cold today, I'd paint it today, but I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea, honestly. It's like 32 degrees. Probably not a good idea. Did end up in my truck though. Maybe I'll have lunch and think on it. Nice. By the way, I'm gonna leave my P.O. box in the description. If you want a Sleazy's Garage sticker, send me a self-addressed stamped envelope and I'll send you a sticker. I have the hologram ones, and I'm gonna make some just regular die cut. And if you want, send me one of your stickers and I'll put it up on the toolbox. All right, I had lunch. It warmed up a little bit. It's like 45 degrees out. I'm just gonna put down a little bit of paint on that door. It's a little warmer in here, so it'll dry in here. I don't know what to do with my mask though. There it is, okay. Cool, so I'll set you up. All right, well, that is what it is at this point. All right, I think it's gonna come out crappy. I already saw preliminary signs of the little bit of checking from the paint, which means it's not adhering really well to the paint that's underneath it. I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I think I'm going to leave it for now, and I will learn for the next door, and then maybe I'll finish this one better later, but I have to start moving on with the project, so that's going to just have to be the way it is. Which sucks because it's the driver's side door. But you know what? I'm the only one who's really going to know, because there's a thing that's going to be covering it. Unless you look in the door jambs, and that's a problem. Yeah. What are you going to do? I'm learning, right? Cool. So what can I work on next? Okay, so in the meantime, I can drill these holes and paint these spots to get it ready for next week when I buy the things that I need to get this all set up. Next week, when I get the proper number 8 Nutsert thing, we'll put that in there. Put paint over that, put paint over those. So I might also put a little bit of RTV around the Nutsert when it goes in, just because I'm not sure if that's like a water path or something. I just found 2 quarter 20s and 2 quarter 20 rivnuts right next to each other, just waiting. And here's the drill bit you'd need to make these fit. F it, let's do it. So get this one in first. This will be the toughest. It will be easy. I need to get it like right here. So we gotta take the wheel off. No, that's not gonna do it, because then I can't. Yeah, wheel's gotta come off just so I can put this Nutsert in. Space we need. No, it most certainly did not. Oh, actually, it did. Sort of. Now, what's this called? These are in the right spot. They look like they're in the right spot. Okay, here we go. Both of these hooking up to here, and tucking all this crap up in here. Then this side goes to the starter motor. I obviously just have to tuck this stuff in a little bit better. Work on this clamp stuff that I got here. All right, cool. Cool. What do you think? We're good? I think we're good. Now that's wired right up to the battery now. Let's leave this all like this for now. These go up to the headlights, I believe. This I might coil up on itself. Here we go. This stuff also. Yeah, I'll have to figure out exactly what these things are for. If you know, please let me know. All right. I'll leave you here for now. Likewise, I have this here. I'm fairly certain this is a ground. And then I have this red one. Anybody know what the red one's for? Is this also a ground? Because the connector looks like one. Put a red ground. Alright, so it doesn't look that bad, honestly. Like, in some places it looks pretty nice. But you can see the checking that I'm talking about, like right here. Again, this is all going to be covered. I don't really care that much. It's these areas here that I care the most about. Got a little trash in there. I'm okay with this. This is fine. The Rust-Oleum tends to hold on quite a bit better, so I think that's cool. I still have to repaint that one section there. And actually over there as well. But otherwise, I'm done painting this door. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. So whatever it is now, it is. Next steps for this door, I'm going to wait for this to fully cure, and then I'm going to start putting it back together. Yeah, and then I'd like to get it back on the car as soon as possible. Fair bit of progress. This is still kind of a mess over here, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with how far this came. Made some progress. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're first time watching, subscribe if you want. You don't have to. I'm not the subscription police. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Come back to the documentation of my 1989 Mustang Foxbody Restomod restoration documentation. It's documentation. I guess there's a new roll of paper. All right, first let's clean up. Always be cleaning up.